I used to barely get any work done on my business, and it wasn't because I couldn't focus, but because my energy levels were always super low even after getting tons and tons of sleep. I tried every single energy sleep hack I could find, but nothing changed, and I stayed at the same revenue level for months and months. But now I wake up feeling super energized and it lasts throughout the entire day. I enter flow states for 8+ hours a day on my business, and not only that, but I've also helped multiple 7-figure entrepreneurs do the exact same thing. And so by the end of the video, you have the entire system that's all based on neuroscience that allows you to have peak energy levels, focus for hours, and scale your business a lot faster. We'll first go into why you have very poor energy levels even though you're doing everything right, how to optimize your sleep for peak energy levels as an entrepreneur, and the entire morning stack I use that not only allows me to have peak energy levels throughout the entire day, but also scale my business a lot quicker. Let's dive in. So you've probably heard of this one word before. Everyone and their grandmother associates it with stress, but what most people don't realize is this is the most important hormone in making us feel energized, and it's something called cortisol. You see, cortisol regulates our energy levels by controlling how our body uses sugar, so like glucose, fats and proteins. Now the only reason people associate cortisol with stress is when you have too much inside your system, but if you follow this entire system correctly, this will never happen. Now why the hell is this even important to know? Well, after hopping on over 400 calls with multiple different types of entrepreneurs, I realized the ones that struggle with energy all have a very dysregulated cortisol rhythm, and that's the only reason they struggle to focus. And in simple terms, this means in the morning they would feel very tired, and towards the evening or night when they would usually go to sleep, they'd feel very energized. So the cortisol will stay low in the morning and start to peak at night. Now this is the opposite what we want to have. We want to have the cortisol peak in the morning and slowly start to go down at night so we feel tired. And this will mess up the entire work schedule for them, and it would mean they would get no focus work done in the entire day. And so the goal we want to do and strive for is to regulate our cortisol rhythm so it becomes normal again, so we feel energized in the morning and we feel tired at night. And we're going to do this by first optimizing our sleep, then we're going to optimize the morning by doing a few different habits that spike our cortisol, okay? This will not only allow you to focus for much longer hours, but it will also allow you to make a lot more money inside your business because you have higher volume of inputs. That will mean you have more chances of making money. That will mean you make more money every single month, and it will also become very consistent revenue. So let's head on over to the Miro board and we'll first go into why you struggle with sleep. So here's exactly why you have no energy to work on your business and exactly how to fix it. So now you know why you have very poor energy levels. It's not because you're not sleeping enough. It's not because you have tons of sugar in the day, although these really do impact your energy. It's to do with your cortisol rhythm. And so let's now cover exactly how to optimize your sleep so you can wake up feeling energized, and then we'll go into how to spike your cortisol in the morning so you can focus much better. Now this is going to be a bit of a weird concept you probably never seen before, and it's really going to help you realize why sleep is so important in feeling energized in the morning, right? Now you already know that if you sleep less, you'll have less energy inside the day, right? What this graph represents is basically the different stages of sleep. So there's 4 main stages we go through inside of sleep. So for example, REM sleep, like rapid eye movement. But we're going to focus on exactly what happens with our cortisol in the sleep cycle. So what happens first is our cortisol will drop at the start of our sleep, right? We'll go down, and what happens is it goes to this baseline level where it just stays very low when we're sleeping. But as you start to reach the later stages in sleep, so the last stage or so, our cortisol will start to spike, because this is what allows us to wake up, right? If we didn't have this spike, we wouldn't actually wake up and we'd all do is just be sleeping forever. So our cortisol will spike around hour 8 or 7. But the thing is, most people don't actually sleep this long. They sleep around 6 hours. And so they only really get to this point here where their energy starts to spike a tiny bit. And you might think, okay, well, if I sleep 5 hours or 6 hours, this cortisol spike will just move backwards, but it doesn't work like that. It only spikes around 7 or 8 hours of sleep. So we need to actually first increase the amount of time we're sleeping, increase our sleep quality, so we can get to this point where our cortisol spike and we can actually have the high energy levels, okay? So to do this, let's first go over how you can fix your sleep using the sleep fundamentals. These are the main things I teach my clients to do to actually fix their sleep, and it's kind of like the 80-20 rule, right? This is the 20% of things you can do that will give you 80% of the results. So the first thing is obviously a consistent sleep and wake time. This will actually regulate your cortisol rhythm, so your brain knows, okay, when we go to sleep, we want to have a low cortisol level. When we wake up, we want to have a higher one, right? And it will also just regulate your energy levels, and it's just much better when you have a consistent sleep and wake time. And it will automatically wake up at the same time, even without an alarm. And really to do this, you just want to set like a deadline for you to go to sleep. Focus on actually sleeping on time right now. For example, you might just want to set a time to go to sleep at 10 p.m, 11 p.m. Now, the next thing we want to do is have no blue light or stimulation 30 minutes before bed. Now, something that happens in our system is very interesting actually. So what happens is we have this thing inside the eye, right? So let's imagine this is our eye. We have something called the optic nerve. Let's imagine this is the optic nerve, right? This is connected to something inside the brain called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. So imagine this is the suprachiasmatic nucleus, and inside of this is your circadian rhythm. Your circadian rhythm is like a sleep-wake cycle, right? It determines when you go to sleep, when you wake up, and it regulates this every single day. Now, what happens is, if our eyes detect light, and this can be in any form of light, like blue light, sunlight, it will basically send a message to the circadian rhythm in this part of the brain, telling it that it's daytime. And so what will happen is your cortisol levels will try to go up, because it thinks it's daytime, and it thinks, okay, we need to actually be energized right now, you know? Obviously, that's not what we want to happen. We want to have very low cortisol levels, so we fall asleep. So that's why we want to cut out blue light simulation 30 minutes before bed, so it allows our brain to decompress and actually realize that it's actually time for sleep. The third thing to do is avoid food 2 to 3 hours before bed, and fluids 1 hour before bed. And the reason why we want to avoid food is because our body will usually try to digest the food rather than starting the sleep cycle, and that will mean we'll just stay in bed lying there for 2-3 hours, and our sleep quality will be very low. And the next thing for fluids is, the reason why I want to do this is because usually what happens is, if you wake up in the middle of the night and you need the toilet, this is the reason, right? Your body forces you to wake up because you need the toilet, and that really messes up your sleep quality. You just won't have any sleep quality, and you have very low energy levels if that happens and you try to go back to sleep. So just cutting out fluids 1 hour before bed is really good, because it prevents you waking up in the middle of the night. The last thing we want to do is go to sleep deaf and blind. So obviously I don't mean like make yourself deaf and actually make yourself blind. I simply mean wear like an eye mask, a sleep mask, or have blackout curtains, and make sure you close your door, or at least have some kind of earbuds that blocks sound that could wake you up. Now obviously you don't want to do this to the point where you just can't hear something inside your house, because you don't want to get like burgled or something. But for example, if you hear a bird chirping in the morning, that will really disrupt your sleep. Now this is the sleep fundamentals. Like I said, this is the 80-20 rule of sleep. Now if you find that you follow these and you just don't feel tired in the evening, and you just feel like your cortisol is very high, here are some actions I get my clients to do that really lower their energy levels at night. The first thing I'm going to do is take a warm shower. Now this will activate something called the parasympathetic nervous system, which is basically just like the rest mode inside the brain. We have the parasympathetic nervous system, which is for rest and recovery, and the sympathetic nervous system, which is for focus and work. Right? Now a warm shower will just relax us, and it will just make it a lot easier to fall asleep. Second thing to do is do 3 sets of relaxation breath work, which is what I call deep breathing, right? So it's basically just doing deep inhales and deep exhales for like 2 to 3 minutes, and it will just lower your cortisol, it'll make you more relaxed, it'll lower your heart rate as well. Last thing to do, and this is going to seem a bit weird, but it's to lie in your bed for 15 to 20 minutes. Now usually what happens in the subconscious mind is, when the habits are built, we associate habits with an environment, and so if you start sleeping on a certain bed every single night, your brain will start to associate that bed with sleep. And so if you lie in that bed, even like in the afternoon, this is why you start to feel very sleepy all of a sudden. So this is just something as a precaution you can do if you feel like you're just very tired. Now I just want to say, if you are an entrepreneur and you are making 4-5k per month online, maybe even more, and you just find you can't focus on your work, and you know if you could focus, you'd be able to scale your business faster, or maybe you're making 1 or 2k per month, the same premise still applies, click the first link in the description to my free material on school, where you get a free 30 course and a free coaching call with me, where I can optimize your energy levels, optimize your focus, and help you focus much longer in a day. So now what we're going to do is optimize our morning. Now it's going to be a very similar graph here, and I did put a lot of time into this, as you can tell. It's not like my usual graph where they're all really messy. But basically the first thing to know with our morning, because now we've optimized our sleep, and usually we have a lot more energy because we've optimized that, but we can still optimize it further if we do this. Usually what happens in the morning is we have this 1 hour gap between when we wake up and 1 hour after waking, where we can spike our cortisol, right? But the thing is, we don't get this opportunity ever again. If you try to do something by hour 2 or hour 4, it just won't work, and our cortisol will just go on a decline throughout the entire day. So it's very important we do a few habits in the morning right when we wake up that spark this cortisol and allow us to have more energy, right? So for example, let's say if you didn't do these habits, you would have the baseline cortisol. You still have pretty good energy levels, but it wouldn't be perfect, and you probably find that in the afternoon you feel very tired. So at the bottom here we have the hours, on the left we have the cortisol level, and like I said, we want to do something around here, or like around here, that basically spikes our cortisol. Now there's a couple of things I've found that you can do, and I teach all my clients to do this. One of my clients called Pavlos actually tried this, and he said yesterday like this was the most productive day he's ever had, simply because he tried this morning stack. So the first thing you want to do is have immediate sunlight after waking. So do you remember what I said just about the optic nerve being connected to your circadian rhythm? Like I said, if you have light coming inside your eyes, your brain will know it's morning and it will start to spike your cortisol. So that's why we want to have sunlight. Next thing is to hydrate yourself. Now, this will just boost our energy. Water is just required to actually have high energy levels, so this is very simple to understand. You're probably already doing this anyway, so just make sure you hydrate yourself well. Now, after that, around 6 to 10 minutes after waking, what I'll do is I'll do some box breathing. So this is usually just like equal lengths of breaths, so like 4 seconds, 4 seconds, 4 seconds, 4 seconds, that you just do for around 2 minutes, and it really boosts your focus. Now, after that, you'll notice that I don't really do anything else. I just get straight to work. Now, obviously, before this, you can do like, go into the bathroom, do the essential things. You don't have to just wake up, do all these things straight away, but I recommend doing this within 1 hour of waking and then get to work, because this will really skyrocket your energy levels. Okay, so this is the entire system I've given to multiple 7-figure entrepreneurs to help them not only fix their sleep but also optimize their morning. And I guarantee if you try this, man, this will completely change your life. This was also really good for burnout. If you find yourself feeling burnt out, regulating your cortisol rhythm is one of the most important things you need to do as an entrepreneur. Okay, so like I said, just if you are an entrepreneur and you're struggling to reach flow state, and if you could focus more, you'll be able to scale your business faster and make more money, click the first link in the description to join my free community on school. We get a free flow state course and a free coaching call with me. Have an amazing rest of your day, man. Peace.